Hello, today we're going to be talking about Trisha Paytas, Shane Dawson, Ryland, and Jeffree Star again. So basically, this all started when Trisha went on to the Frenemies podcast and spoke about Shane, Ryland, and Jeffree, and was happy that all of this was getting exposed on Shane and Jeffree and Hair by Jay because it was finally bringing light to the people. And she even told that she was really upset after she had told Shane and Ryland to keep their distance with Jeffree after what happened during the Vegas trip. But Shane and Jeffree didn't. They were still promoting Jeffree, and Ryland even released a few more episodes on his podcast promoting Jeffree. And when Trisha had contacted him to say, can you please take it down, as in the past, Trisha had taken down so many videos on behalf of Shane and Ryland because they requested, but Ryland never removed those episodes. And on Wednesday, Ryland released a new episode on his podcast and he addresses Trisha in it. And this is what he said.
And I hate to do this because Trisha's friendship means more to me than a headlining story on this podcast. I hate that we're a podcast that does hot topics, and I've somehow become a hot topic that I feel I have to address in some sort of way because I've been flooded on all elements of social media regarding this situation, and Trish is mad at us right now, and I guess I'm confused. I was taken back a little bit, and I understand like she's had drama with Jeffree and Hair by Jay, Hair by Jay obviously said horrific things that I don't stand by. I don't support. Obviously, I support Trisha over Hair by Jay. Like, I've never followed this man. I don't know this man. I've met him once in passing.
Yeah.
And the fact that I'm so heavily involved with this really does break my heart because I love Trisha so much.
Yeah.
I consider her one of my closest friends. We see her more than I see really anyone besides you because you come over weekly for this podcast. And I guess at the end of the day, I truly wish she would have come to me as a friend if she was hurting like the way that she is and talked it out with me. And I wish that it wouldn't have played out on the internet like this. I just am really honestly confused because I see her all of the time. And even after the last time Jeffree was physically on this podcast, I was at her house and we had a wonderful, loving time. And I understand maybe it's hard for her to express her actual feelings towards Jeffree to us, or the gravity in which she's feeling feelings towards Jeffree when she knows we're specifically friendly with Jeffree. So maybe it's hard for her to like ask me to cut him off, but at the same time, I can't read someone's mind. And I feel like as an adult, I have two other adult friends that got in an altercation a year ago.
And due to that podcast, Trisha was very enraged and hopped onto TikTok and made multiple posts on TikTok on the podcast. Here's one of those TikToks.
Okay, so I just saw Ryland's podcast and it's really hurtful. It's really hurtful, but I just wanted to address a few things. The first being, why didn't Trish come to us about this problem that she was on? I did. Right after it happened, continuously throughout, phone calls with Shane and you on my couch, telling you about, it's not just drama. It's not drama. Like, it's full on harassment, telling me to oh, there's a balcony jump, telling me about, like, throwing shit in the thing, like, just being so mean, smacking shit out of my hand. I did tell you this. It's not drama. He says he's not a mind reader. Well, you don't have to be a mind reader because I told you guys multiple times and you know this. It's just straight up, it's actually crazy. Two friends got in an altercation a year ago. I did absolutely nothing. I was so excited to go on this trip. I came back and I was traumatized. I was bawling my eyes out. I was crying. It wasn't an altercation. What did I do? Hair by Jay's like, oh, Trisha should be lucky Jeffree's not laying shit out. What did I do? I did absolutely nothing to warrant this. Then he goes on to say we could have talked this out with her. Well, guess what? When he did text, he said, let's forget about it. And he ended it with, well, I didn't want to believe what you said about Jeffree. How are we supposed to talk about it? The fact that he said I can't read someone's mind is like, I don't even know who this person is. And he's actually the fakest person. And this just proves it. It just proves it. And I knew it. When they had Jeffree up there, like, praising him, all this great stuff. Like, I knew it was fake. I knew it was for views. These people sold their soul to the devil. It is scary. It's scary. You know what? I'm not upset with you guys. You kept saying, I don't know why she's upset with us or mad. I'm not upset. I'm not angry. I'm, like, so disappointed. 12 years of friendship with Shane. And however many years, 2 or 3 years friendship with you, and you just like being there, sitting on my couch, like all this time. And guess what? Another thing about your friend Jeffrey, his so-called being there for you guys during all this trauma. Well, here, I think you know who this is from. A breakdown of when Shane was bawling his eyes out, Jeffrey rolling his eyes like, oh, it's Shane again. Maybe it's hard for her to express her feelings about Jeffrey. F you, Ryland. F you. You are a POS. You are a POS because you know exactly how I felt this entire year.
And to be honest, I agree with everything she says in the TikTok because she's actually speaking the truth. And in my opinion, Ryland was always materialistic. And I think that Shane and Ryland are friends with Jeffree Star because they still get a paycheck from Jeffree Star for the releasing of the conspiracy palette. And Ryland has also said that Jeffree Star treats him and his sister Morgan really bad. But they never seem to distance themselves from Jeffree. Jeffree Star also never treated Andrew and Garrett, two other friends of Shane, well, and Trisha even said in her new video she posted on YouTube that Garrett and Andrew are no longer friends with Shane and Ryland. They had a fallout. And it seems like Shane and Ryland are losing all their friends due to Jeffree Star, but well, it doesn't seem like they are gonna stop being friends with him, at least. And it seems like they never really get along, Shane and Jeffree, but I don't know. We just gotta see what happens next, I guess. Thank you so much for watching. And I think this is one of the bigger videos I've made. And it's better if you go watch the other video I made on this topic. It will explain everything. Thank you for watching and like and subscribe.